Guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be interviewing Angels Font, who is currently a planning producer at CNN Espanol. So, how's your day been going?
I had a busy day at work, but it was good overall. Thank you.
Perfect. So let's get into it. So could you tell us just a little bit about your background and what got you to the States?
I was born and raised in Spain, in a small town near Barcelona. And basically, I became a journalist, so I studied journalism by chance, not because I wanted to, but basically because I didn't have enough grade when I took the ACT and the SAT. And once I started in college, I started journalism. I really fell in love with it when I started working for a radio station in my town. And I totally loved the fact of working on a team and communicating to people and being able what the people would say about it. So the interaction and the feedback from the radio system is something that it really captivated me. So that made me to move on to continue with journalism. And from there, at the end, I moved to the United States because I always considered that a journalist needed to know more than the one language. So without English, I would be nothing. So that's why I moved to the United States to learn English.
That's a really interesting backstory. Did you have any struggles that you faced when moving from America to Spain?
Yes, first of all, when I moved here, I never thought that it would be forever, I guess. But I think that the main struggle is the distance from my country, from the people that I love, my family, my friends. That is the main struggle right now. At the moment when I arrived, the main obstacle was the language. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't understand anything. So when I arrived at the moment, I was working with a family, taking care of a baby and a toddler. So basically, so you can understand, my English was a toddler level. And then I started taking English classes, and eventually I was able to speak the language and writing the language. But that was the main obstacle. And then, the distance and the many hours that we have to travel to see my family and my friends in Spain.
Wow, so you said that you stayed with a family before you started to get into your career. Do you believe that they had a significant impact on who you are as a person today and maybe how you parent your kids now?
You mean when I was an au pair in the... absolutely not. That was not my best experience. I did love those two kids. I totally treasure them then and now. The family, the only thing that they were very good to me, that they allowed me every evening when the parents arrived from work and I had my free time, they allowed me to go to CNN and to have my first internship. So because they allowed me to do that, I was able later to transform that internship into a full-time job. So in that aspect, yes. As a mother, as a family, all my experience with kids is based in Spain, which when I was in Spain during my teenage years, I was the leader from a youth group. So everything that I learned, it was in that youth group and with other colleagues that we were members of those teams. That was the best part from my motherhood.
Beautiful. How would you say you motivated yourself through those difficult times as being an au pair in the U.S. to try to get yourself to succeed?
That's a great question. It was a challenging time, so there were many days and nights that I felt alone. But my goal was to learn the language. I knew that it was going back to Spain, moving all the way here, traveling all the way here, and going back to Spain without speaking English for me was not an option, because speaking a second language for me was a way to find a job as a journalist in Spain. So this is why after 3 months I wanted to go back to Spain. I was sad, I was alone, but something inside of me said, stay here, finish the year, learn the language, and at least all the struggle, all the sacrifice was going to be worth it. So it was just that.
What originally decided for you to stay in the US after that year had passed for yourself? What was like the thing that made you say, I want to stay here?
After I passed the first 3 months, then I started getting used to the culture, to the ways of the United States. Then finally, after the 12 months, I was ready to go back home. But I got a job offer from CNN. So then I was like, 22 years old or 23? And I was like, what do I do? Do I go back to Spain with nothing to do or not job offer? Or do I stay in the United States? And I stayed for 2 more years, getting experience, getting practice, becoming a journalist in the #1 media in the world. So I look at both scenarios, and I talked to my family in Spain, and I said, okay, let's try it. Because the initial job offer was only for 2 or 3 years at CNN. So I decided to stay and try it.
Wow, I did not know that it was only originally 2 to 3 years. Do you believe that luck played an important part in you staying in the United States?
I do think that everything in life, it has to do with some type of luck. But I do think that it goes in hand by hand with a lot of work and a lot of effort. And always maintain yourself optimistic and looking for your target and your goal. There is going to be moments you're going to feel sad, depressed, and you just want to give up. But something inside of you just have to keep pushing and always looking at your goal. I think that being optimistic and thinking that you can make it, it's going to take you to places.
Beautifully said. Is there maybe a reason why you would think people fail at succeeding their dreams?
Yes. And I think that when you think that you are not reaching your dreams, I think that you need to find others. And I think that you need to modify your dreams and maybe bring down a little bit your targets and your goals. Because at the end of the day, what it's going to make you reach your dreams is if you are happy or not. So I think that there is a lot of failure in trying to reach your dreams, and everyone needs to be aware of that. Nothing is easy in life. Nobody helps you in life. They're going to help you, but at the end of the day, it's your effort, your work, and your time. And then your dreams, sometimes you'll reach them, and if not, you modify them, and you make it your own.
I do agree that some people fail at their dreams, but they should have other dreams to aspire because you should always be reaching for the stars. On that note, do you have a favorite quote or saying or something that you would like to say about success?
Not right now that it comes into my mind, but I do agree with what you just said about failure. I think that somebody said once something like that. I don't know if I'm going to get the right words, but like, in order to reach your dreams, you have to fail first, something like that. And I think that's so totally true. The problem is that the failures, it hurts so much and it makes you so sad that then it takes a very strong person to find another goal, to find another dream. So I think that's a challenge in life for a lot of people.
I do believe that once people see obstacles or they see difficulties in their way to success, they want to stop and give up because it's not easy anymore or it's becoming difficult. Mm-hmm. As you being an immigrant to the United States, do you believe in the American dream?
Yes, I do believe in the American dream because I come from a small country where there are not a lot of opportunities to find or to dream in the job that you've been dreaming of. And when I came to the United States, one person gave me the chance to demonstrate what I could do and how good or no I was doing my job. So I truly believe that this country, without judging me, without knowing where I was coming from, without knowing how good or bad I could be, gave me the chance to demonstrate what I could do. And from there, they gave me an opportunity. And of course, if you want to reach your dream, you have to work hard. And I took that chance, I took that opportunity, and I make it happen. And yes, I do believe in the American dream. And I think that I'm one of an example of it.
I agree. It's really beautiful how in the United States, there's always someone out there that's going to give you the opportunity, no matter where you come from in life. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your time. And once again, this is Angel's Font, my mother. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.